So good morning. My name is Daniel Bustamante. I'm the employment specialist at the Penny Lane TAY Drop-in Center in the City of Commerce. And today we have a very important guest from one of our community partners that will be answering some general questions, as well as reviewing some of the services at his agency.
Hi, good morning. My name is Brian Ponce. I am with the Los Angeles County Office of Education. I serve as the education coordinator for the Service Planning Area 7. So I am a co-located staff member. I work closely with the lead coordinated entry system agencies, which include Hoban's Inc. and the Whole Child, but I also work closely with the partners such as Penny Lane. Part of my role is to provide education-related support and services to those receiving support from the CES, as well as anyone interested in really just exploring educational options. I am a credentialed school counselor, so I and we at LACOE firmly believe that education is important and fundamental. So I can provide linkage and support to schools, right? Whether that's a high school, a continuation school, an alternative setting, a charter school. I can support you in retrieving documents. Let's say you need a copy of your high school transcript. If you want to verify or confirm that you graduated from high school, if you need to access perhaps a 504 plan or an IEP, I can help support that. Um, if you want to explore any educational pathways, all right, obtaining your high school diploma, a GED, a high set, exploring career paths and certification programs. We work closely with local educational entities and providers. So let's say you're interested in exploring I don't know, cosmetology, right? Or barber school, or perhaps you'd like to be an electrician or a plumber. There's a ton of programs out there through different districts and organizations that we can, explore and talk about and connect you to. And they're all throughout LA County.
Awesome. And how can clients connect to your program?
Definitely. So ideally, they would get connected through, let's say, like a case manager or an employee at one of these agencies. So if you're connected to Penny Lane, I'd love if perhaps a staff member can connect the interested person or participant to me. But you can also always reach me by phone or by email. My cell phone is 562-774-5681. My email is Ponce, Ponce _Brian, BRIAN, at LACOE.edu. So that's LACOE.edu. And I'll be posting flyers throughout the community and the agency. So it'll look like this. It has all of my contact information. I'll be leaving some at the Penny Lane site, actually, with my business card. I'm welcome to, I welcome any person interested in education. My primary role is to support those facing housing insecurity, homelessness, and unstable housing. But if you have a question about education, I will do my best to support. And if I can't, I will ensure to connect you with someone who can.
Sounds good. And Brian, would you be able to share a success story with us?
Absolutely. There's quite a few. There's a young lady that I was connected with who was so close to finishing her high school diploma. I believe she was like anywhere from 5 to 10 high school credits, and life happened. When I talked to her, this youth shared about her experiences and some of the challenges and barriers that were in place. But, she's very resilient. She reconnected with school at a local school, actually, and has been working. And I haven't checked in with her lately, but when we last spoke, she was pushing through and she was close to getting that high school diploma. I have another gentleman from a different area where he actually was having some challenges with connecting to a four-year. So he was transferring, but there was some issues with financial aid, and it was very frustrating for, I can't even imagine how it was for this young man to just be in this situation. But, we made a ton of phone calls. We called the schools, the state, and really worked closely together to make sure that his challenges were being addressed and that he was properly being serviced and supported by the institution. And he's currently at a local Cal State, doing his thing, and really, really proud of him.
That's good. And the last question that we had was, what advice would you give youth that are experiencing homelessness?
Definitely want to encourage our youth to reach out to the resources, right? I know Penny Lane does a great job at linking youth to different resources, reach out to Jóvenes Inc., reach out to me. I'm not going to sit here and say I have all the answers. I tell this to all the youth, but I'll sit with you and we'll walk through it, right? We're here to support and serve. And education truly is an important part of your life, right? And I know that oftentimes maybe past experiences may not have been the best, right? Or youth may not have been able to finish, or just had a negative experience. But I can assure you that there's programs that are specialized in supporting youth in these types of situations. There's designated staff. We want to see you succeed, and I want to remind our youth that when we talk about education, we're not just talking about college. Everyone always often assumes that we're telling you must go to college, right? College is great, but there are also other avenues, right? You can start with just obtaining your high school diploma, right? Your GED, your high set. You can go to a vocational school. There's a vocational program, certification programs. You can go into a trade. And like I said, there are a ton of programs out there. You want to be a dental assistant, a medical assistant. Oftentimes you don't even have to pay. So, just reach out, so don't think just short-term, but long-term for what are you going to do long-term, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. You can definitely tap into these resources. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. We're here to support.
Awesome. Thank you so much for participating in this interview. And we continue to look forward to collaborating, I feel whenever we do our intakes, we make sure that if there's any good candidates for your program, send them over to you. And I feel like you always send youth to us too. So just want to continue with that collaboration. But thank you for your time, Brian. And again, we'll be in touch.
Great. Thank you. Appreciate it.